whether she's running errands in her car,
I halfway lost my mind trying to get them all out of the pool this afternoon.
dancing in the kitchen of her New York home, or dropping truth bombs about parenting.
Today, one of my kids had the balls to ask me why we don't do more fun things like Bluey's parents do. And I was like, because I'm not a fucking cartoon dog.
Social media creator Caitlin Murray is making parents feel seen. 1.7 million people follow her Instagram account, Big Time Adulting. Almost 3 million have liked her content on TikTok. But more than entertaining, Murray's posts also hit a nerve, with parents pushing back against the demands of modern parenting, specifically so-called gentle parenting.
I get really pissed off when no one's listening to me. So if my kids happen to get a little bit nervous when they hear their name at a higher decibel, then good. At least maybe they'll put their friggin' shoes on. You know, sometimes you gotta light a little fire under their ass to just keep the day moving along.
The mayhem, the chaos, the losing your temper is all part of the normal experience of parenting children, and that the standards being set for parents these days are backbreaking and really causing an enormous amount of stress and overwhelm, and it's not good for us.
If you have become a parent in the last decade or so, chances are you have tried some version of gentle parenting, whether you call it that or not.
When you hear the words gentle parenting as a therapist, how would you describe it?
I really think about parents trying to parent in a way that's respectful, in a way that embodies empathy.
For many parents, says this family therapist, raising their children this way felt like a pushback against the more authoritative way they were brought up.
Millennials are realizing that there was an emphasis on being seen and not heard, maybe in their upbringing, and so they're hoping to change that a little bit. There's a lot of self-reflection.
Well-meaning though it may be, parenting where you're always trying to be gentle, always understanding of the child's feelings, never raising your voice, has its price.
There's a degree of burnout in parenting culture right now. People are tired and they're feeling inadequate. A part of it, I think, is a bit of a misunderstanding of gentle parenting, this idea that it's permissive, it's incredibly child-centric, and so it just removes the humanity from the parent. There's no room for you to be flawed or to not do it perfectly.
That burnout has even been noted in a report by the U.S. Surgeon General, where Dr. Vivek Murthy calls modern parenting a significant public health issue. The report zeroes in on concrete sources of stress, like increased economic pressures and little childcare support in the U.S., but there are other stressors as well. It says guilt and shame have become pervasive, and societal expectations, norms, and pressures to meet perceived standards of parenting can contribute to stress as well. For modern parents, the ideals of gentle parenting might seem to be everywhere, from parenting books to conversations with other parents, and they're often extolled on social media.
What they have been
Imagined
doing, sitting on their phone
yelling at my husband, just like...
It's something Toronto mother Chelsea Strawn found firsthand when she had her daughter Hazel 2 years ago.
Women are in their most vulnerable state as they're starting to become parents, and especially with the constant thought of not wanting to mess up our kids. So I think it's very overwhelming, and I think it's really hard to weed out what's right for you.
And that sense of being overwhelmed is leading some to re-examine or downright reject gentle parenting, the revolt you can see in the headlines about parenting trends. Why gentle parenting is proving too rough for many parents. Parents are revolting against once popular gentle parenting style, or in the thousands of comments thanking Caitlin Murray for her posts.
Never raise your voice, never lose your patience, meet every need of your child, and be consistent always. What do you think is the impact?
I think it's just, really contributing to this overall standard of unrealistic expectations being placed on all of us, and unrealistic expectations being placed on our kids to always, stay under control, or like we're not robots. Like we have to be able to experience a whole range of human emotion. I completely lost it this morning with my kids because I asked them 10 times to get their shoes on and nobody did until I decided to absolutely go beast mode Batman voice on them, you know? and that's what actually worked. It's like, that's normal. That happens.
Instead of telling your child what to stop doing, use the words, "I won't let you," and then tell your child what they can do instead.
In fact, even the woman many people think epitomizes gentle parenting rejects the label. Clinical psychologist Becky Kennedy has become a worldwide celebrity through her subscription-based parenting advice service called Good Inside. More than 1 million parents around the world subscribe, 94% of them mothers. Good Inside parenting's main principle: punishments like timeouts don't work, but acknowledging the feelings that cause your child to act out does. Some people will still associate you with gentle parenting. And just today I saw 2 or 3 articles that have brought you up as a proponent or a guru of gentle parenting. Why do you think that is, and why is it important for you to distinguish yourself from that?
You know, I think the words we use matter.
She says she actually prefers the term sturdy parenting, where parents set the boundaries firmly but still stay connected to their child's feelings. Why do you think that is? This kind of mass pushback against the tenets of gentle parenting, saying this is not working, it's not sustainable.
I mean, I would agree. I mean, I think there's been this overcorrection. And that's why I think it's so important for people to understand, at least where I stand, whether you believe in it or not, or want more information or not, I at least want to be classified correctly. There has been this overcorrection from punishing our kid, in which situations, like I'm the authority. I happen to be a kind of authoritarian authority. It's not even effective, but I'm an authoritarian authority and I send my kids away. Okay. And there's been this overcorrection to my kids' feelings. Not only do they matter, they now dictate what I do. I actually think this overcorrection has led to, as parents, we've like relegated our jobs to our kids. We're letting them pilot the plane.
So where does that leave parents trying to wade through the maze that is parenting in the year 2025? Well, it seems more of a choose-your-own-adventure approach.
You are allowed to feel like this is unsustainable. And what I would encourage people to do is explore another way of parenting if that feels like it's suitable for you. I think a lot of times we see people saying, oh, I'm gentle parenting and I've been trying this thing and I've been trying this thing because that's what all the books say and that's what all the experts say. And so it feels like this thing that isn't a choice. It's this thing that they've been dragged into doing, right? It's almost like they've been strong-armed into doing it. The societal pressure is too great to like withstand. And so to that, I say, give yourself grace, but try something different if you need to.
We're all messing up all day. I mean, I mess up 10 times more than I get it right every single day. But like my kids know that they are loved and they know that I am there for them and they know that if they need anything, that I will be the one to come to their aid.
As for our new mom, Chelsea, well, with Hazel just 2 years old, she says she's still finding her way, and that's all right.
I've discovered that I'm more gentle just by seeing how I parent. I've discovered those things just through experience. I didn't discover those things Googling what is gentle parenting, what is this and what is that. I discovered it just by being her mom.
Going with her gut and her intuition, the type of parenting that these days sounds revolutionary.